Please go subscribe to the Rumble channel for Franchise Sports TV under the name FSTV22. Now, I'm using that Rumble channel for any purposes of me getting kicked off YouTube and also for more of my spicier joints. It's free as well. I have the freedom to say whatever I want to say as well. So go subscribe to FSTV22. That is Franchise Sports TV 22 on Rumble. What up, y'all? What up? Franchise Sports TV back again with another video. Long range video. Okay, longer video. Maybe a half an hour video. I don't know how long it's going to be. But a special edition, Sunday edition, I should say. Because usually I don't do videos on Sunday. I was out and about in the City of Angels, so I didn't do anything for Saturday. I'm going to do something for Sunday, of course. I don't know about Monday. Monday's Christmas. But anyways, there's a couple of different topics I want to talk about. I don't know how long this is going to go. But first is first. Dang, I'm trying to figure out who should I talk about. Yeah, what the hell. I'll start off with the Milwaukee Bucks. The reason why I start off the Milwaukee Bucks is because the big guys, preferably ESPN, don't like talking about the Bucks. I do find it funny that when Giannis scored his 64 points, was it last week or the week before last week, there wasn't a big deal about it, right? There really wasn't a big deal about it. It was more of a big deal of him running for that ball, chasing that ball, wanting the game ball after he scored that 64 points. There was more jokes and more headlines and more time spending on that other than the 64-point game. Now, when Joel Embiid scores 51, they want everybody to go crazy. But also, Giannis not only has scored 64 points, he's also been putting up triple doubles too, as well. And the team has been winning. And I think they won their 7th in a row against the New York Knicks Saturday morning. Let me go to that right quick. Cause actually, this might go over an hour because I got a lot to talk about. So, the Milwaukee Bucks are now 22-27, the first of 22 wins before the Boston Celtics have. They are now 6-5 on the way on the road. So they lost 2 games at home. The New York Knicks 16-12. So last night, yesterday morning or afternoon. Well, it was morning if you're on the West Coast. Yesterday afternoon if you're on the East Coast. A well balanced game for most of the starters. Giannis had 28. Chris Middleton is finally picking up steam offensively. He had 20 points. Brook Lopez, 5 points. I wouldn't say it's the unusual, but he had 5 points, 1 block, 1 rebound, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 35 minutes. He went 1 for 7. It wasn't a good game for him, but he's not the focal point. The focal point is, of course, their superstars. And Dame and Giannis. Dame had 19, 7 and 9, 7 assists and 9 rebounds. He was shooting 6 for 16 last night. He's 3 for 7. That is good, but 19. It was serviceable and it got the game done. Malik Beasley had 19 himself in 31 minutes. He went 7 for 13. Bench production, shoot. It wasn't much bench production other than Campaign with 8, Pat Connaughton with 8 himself, but Bobby Portis cleaned up. He's a 6 man. I think at this point he would be the 6 man for the team. He had 23. He had actually a double-double, 23 and 11. Yesterday afternoon, 9 for 14 as well. So the Bucks shot in total, let's see here. The Bucks shot in total is 50% from 3, 52% from the field in total. So they shot well. 14 turnovers. Cut that down a little bit. But 14 turnovers. As for the New York Knicks, the opposite. They shot poor from the 3-point line. Well, I wouldn't say poor. Below average, 31% and 44% from the field. Jalen Brunson has been Jalen Brunson, 36 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. DiVincenzo had 11. RJ Barrett had 13. Hartenstein had 12 and 13 rebounds. Julius Randle, 26 and 8 himself. For bench, Taj Gibson with 2. Josh Hart with 2. Emmanuel Quick with 7. And Quentin Grimes with 2. Like I said, they shot 31% from the field. 3-point line, 44%. How many free throws did they shoot? They shot 21 free throws. The Bucks shot 23. So Bucks outshot them from free throw line 2 more. Turnovers were 11. But pretty much this entirety of this game, the Bucks pretty much control. The Knicks never really had a chance. The Bucks were in control. This is their I thought this was their 4th meeting. This is their 3rd meeting. 3-0 so far against the Knicks. They do play them again on Christmas Day early. The last 2 games have been blowouts. 130 today was 130. Yesterday was 130 and 111. And on the 5th of December, 146 to 122. Knicks just don't have enough for the Bucks. They are missing Mitchell Robinson, but that might be a factor. But even with I don't know, the Knicks just don't have it. I know they was a playoff team last year, went to the second round, lost the 6 against the Heat, but the Bucks have been on the roll. But I like to see this type of game, not with the Knicks. Knicks were a playoff team last year, probably might be a playoff team this year. I want to see them do this against the likes of the Boston Celtics, which I'm gonna get to pretty soon. I would like to see them do this against even Philadelphia 76ers team they already played and beat already this year. I would like to see him do this against Denver. Those will probably be the 3 toughest teams, or at least 2 out of the 3 toughest teams in the NBA the Bucks will have to face. I say 2 for 76ers Boston because they're definitely going to be in the playoffs and could face the Bucks anytime in either the second or semifinals or conference finals. So I would like to see them do that against them. And if they get to the finals, I think it's going to be Denver, personally. So, against Denver. There'll be some other teams that might make it be pesky. The other team I think can be pesky for the Bucks, it might be the Miami Heat. But other than that, outside of Boston 76ers and the Heat, nah, nobody else. So, we shall see what happens with them. They continue to get better on offense. I wish they can continue to get better on defense, which I'm starting to think they are. The offense is hitting on all cylinders right now. So, as for the Knicks, I know people say get rid of Julius Randle. For who? That's the thing. I think they're better off keeping Julius Randle because I know some people say get rid of Julius Randle and get Karl-Anthony Towns, but I think Karl-Anthony Towns is much better off being on Minnesota. As far as the Minnesota Timberwolves, at the time of this recording, it's 98-89 on the Kings in Sacramento. I should say up north with 3 minutes left in the 4th. So, anyways, that's pretty much that game, the first game of the day. The other game I want to talk about is the game that took place 2 hours away, or hour and a half away from where I'm at right now, earlier yesterday, and that is the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Clippers. So, not too long ago, I think it was a couple of videos ago, I said Kawhi Leonard looks like he's the MVP, which is still somewhat true based on what happened today, but I just don't get him. So you sat out against OKC. So the last time you played was Dallas, which would have been Wednesday. So now it's Thursday, Friday, and now Saturday. So you had 2 days off in between. And you're not playing again. I don't think he qualifies to sit out for I was about to say waste management for whatever his management. I forgot the name of it. Whatever, just to be sitting out. But the Los Angeles Clippers took a beating from the Boston Celtics yesterday, 145-108. Boston Celtics go to 22-6. They're 8-6 on the road. Clippers are 11-4 at home, 17-12 after winning 9 games in a row. Like I said, Kawhi Leonard did not play, which could have been probably the difference maker, but this is embarrassing right here. Jason Tatum had 30. He went 9 for 16. Al Horford got the start because I don't think Porzingis is playing. 6 points. Drew Holiday, 20 points. Derek Forehead White, 18 points. And Jaylen Brown with 24 and 6. He shot 9 for 17. They got a lot of bench play, actually. They probably did because a lot of their bench players had to play because this game wasn't even close. And their bench, I don't even know who their bench even is. I never even seen this bench before. Who is on their bench? Bench has changed so much. O'Shea Brissett with 12. Neemias Queta with 14. Peyton Pitcher with 9. Delano Branton with 2. Garbage time. Sam Hauser with 3. Drew Pearson with 3. And Lamar Stevens with 4. I didn't even heard of these people before. But most of these people got garbage time minutes. Boston shot 52% from the field, 47% from 3. 9 turnovers. 51 rebounds from the Boston Celtics compared to, oh shoot, this is terrible. When you got Zubac, 2. Out rebounded. It's another indication of a bad loss. 51 rebounds compared to 34 rebounds from the Clippers. Paul George had 21. Zubac had 16 and 10. He need more help down there. James Harden. I knew it was a mistake giving him praise. I knew we jinxed it. We jinxed it, people. We jinxed it. James Harden. 14 points. 4 turnovers. He did have 9 assists. 4 rebounds. Shot a whopping 6 for 13 from the field. 2 from 5. Oh man, just when you give somebody praise, they freaking laying a terrorist man a big fat 0 in 24 minutes. 0 from 10 from the field, 0 from 6. Amir Coffey, 2 points. Starters, 3 starters in double figures. 1 starter had 4 turnovers. Tis, 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 tis. Daniel Theus off the bench, 15. Westbrook with 12, with 1 turnover, 5 assists, 4 for 11. Actually, Daniel Theus was 100% from the field, 5 for 5 and 2 from 2 for 3. Bones Highland, 2 points in 8 minutes. Brandon Boston Jr. What he have? Look at the right there, 13 points. Norman Powell, 7 points. Kobe Brown, 6 points. The Clippers shot 32% from the 3-point line, 46% from field. This was a disaster from the start. No Kawhi. You got out-rebounded. Boston had more assists, less turnovers, shot better from the field. Then just a recipe for disaster. I just don't get Kawhi Leonard. Now your knees hurt now again? Is this what's going on? No doubt he should be in the MVP conversation. This game right here tells it all. But it's like, why are you sitting out 2 games now? What's going on? Let me try to read why he was out. This game was pretty much close. It was 28-21 after the first quarter, but Boston just guessing from the field goal position went crazy. They don't say why Kawhi is out. Most likely load management. There it is, the word I'm looking for, load management. Um, yeah, this ain't good. I don't get Kawhi sometimes pulling the same old tricks again. When you get hope for both Kawhi and James Harden, they find a way to let you down, and that's what they did on Saturday afternoon in the City of Angels. Boston will play the Lakers on Monday, which I think Boston's going to win. Clippers will play Charlotte, I think, on Tuesday. And Clippers, I don't even think the last time Clippers had a Christmas Day game, it's been a while. But anyways, shame on Kawhi Leonard and shame on James Harden. We already knew this was going to happen sooner or later. So at this point, it is what it is. It looks like Minnesota might just win this game because they're up 110-98. But shout out to Minnesota. It's the number one seed in the West. Now, I do think Minnesota will probably get to the next round when the playoffs start as the number one seed, but I don't know. I'm not picking them to come out the West. They're still young. I think of the Minnesota Timberwolves as the Milwaukee Bucks a couple of years ago. Good, but not quite there yet. They'll get there, but not quite there yet. Maybe there will be a championship running through Minneapolis soon, because it ain't coming from the Vikings. It ain't coming from them. I don't know. I think the last time Minnesota enjoyed a professional championship was probably 88, 89 with the Twins, Minnesota Twins. Probably the last time. Sure ain't getting out of the Vikings. But anyways, Detroit loses again. I think that's 27 in a row so far. They're slowly catching that record. Slowly but surely catching that record. I hate, like I said before, I hate to be a Detroit Pistons fan right now. You know what? I would hate to be a Detroit Pistons fan probably since 2010. Because this is terrible. They lose again tonight to the Brooklyn Nets, a team they will play again at home on the 26th. They lost 126-115 last night. So yeah, Pistons are 20. This is their 26th straight loss. Ties the record, I think, with Philadelphia a couple years ago. This is just terrible. 2-27. Yikes. Ouch. Wowzers. That has to hurt. I'm not going to read this article on there. But the Pistons so far, with this 26th loss in a row, the Pistons have joined the 2010 Cleveland Cavaliers, 2013 Philadelphia 76ers, dropping to 2-27 their first season under Monty Williams. They were in the game in the second half before the Nets put them away in a 15-0 run, yada, yada, yada. Like I said, these two teams will meet again on Tuesday night. Pistons are nearing the overall longest skid in league history. The 76ers have lost 28 consecutive games from late in 2014-15 season through the 2015-16 season. So that was the last time somebody went on a streak like that. I remember that clearly. Gee whiz. Ouch. Leading the way was Jaden Ivey with 23 points. Cade Cunningham with 22. He was limited to 11 minutes in the first half, picking up 3 fouls. Yeah. This is a bad look for Monty Williams. I actually like Monty Williams. I know some people didn't like how he went to the Bucks locker room after the finals 2 years ago and congratulate him. But I think he's a good dude. I know it's people saying he shouldn't have done that, but I think he got treated unfairly in Phoenix. They got him the hell up out of there. And I heard Ticket TV's video earlier today talking about the downfall of the Phoenix Suns right now, which I'm about to get into right now because I actually saw this coming. I saw this coming with the Phoenix Suns. I saw this coming. And now you have players calling out the superstars, particularly Eric Gordon calling out Devin Booker and Kevin Garnett. Oh, not Kevin Garnett. Ooh. Kevin Durant, I mean, for their bad shooting performances and bad shot selections. So as it stands right now, Suns are 14-14 on the season. Last in the division at 500. That's how competitive, I guess, the Pacific Division is so far. Everybody sucks. I wouldn't say everybody sucks, but let's just say that division might be the slop division this year in the West. We'll see what happens. And Ticket TV actually pointed out a video talking about the Phoenix Suns, mainly Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker's shot selection for the last few games. And I want to take a look at it myself. So I'm going to do let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-game look at the shot selections of one Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. So in the game against the Brooklyn Nets a couple days ago, probably about a week ago, the Nets won 116-112. I'm not putting this on the screen. The Nets won. This was on the 13th, so this was last week sometime, almost 2 weeks ago now. If you look at the box score right quick for the Suns, particularly Devin Booker and one Kevin Durant, just to back up Ticket's claims right quick. Let's see here. Kevin Durant shot 18 shots. Devin Booker shot 15. Now, Nurkic did shoot 15, but everybody else less than 10 attempts in that game. Less than 10 attempts in that game. Equals a 4-point loss to the Nets. Now, let's keep going on. Let's keep going. I'm going to skip around because I might not just go in order. Just to show you a sample size of what the Suns are doing. Let's go to an even terrible loss, because I'm not going to talk about the Knicks, because Knicks are actually good. Let's go to the Trailblazers. It's a team that's worse than them. Way worse than them. Trailblazers are only 7-19. I think they're 7-20 now, because I think they lost to Golden State last night. Look at the box score of the Phoenix Suns against the Trailblazers a couple nights ago. I think it was probably Tuesday night. Sorry, something happened. But anyways, back to what I was saying about the Phoenix Suns. Just looking at their box scores, Kevin Durant shot 28 shots. Nasir Little, 2 shots. Nurkic, 11. Grayson Allen, he did shoot 10. Devin Booker, 25 shots. The rest of the bench, below 10. Below 10. So, that's not a recipe for winning. That's not balanced enough. It gets even worse if we look at a different team. Now, if you look at the game against the Sacramento Kings, let's see here. Computer loading up right quick. So the last game they lost against the Sacramento Kings, 120-105. It wasn't even close. I think it gets even worse. I think this was the tipping point for Eric Gordon to say this. The box score for this game: Kevin Durant shot 14 shots. Devin Booker 20. The rest of the team outside of Grayson Allen did shoot 10 shots, but outside of Grayson Allen, the rest of the team below 10 shots apiece. They're shooting 20%. They shot 20% from 3. in the game against the Sacramento Kings. That's terrible. You know what this implies as well, as I've always been saying about a Kevin Durant-led team? He can't lead. I don't think he know how to lead. Everybody keeps saying he's not a leader. Well, like, dude, there's nobody else on this team that's going to be a leader on this team for you on the court. Devin Booker's not a leader. Grayson Allen's not a leader. Nobody on this team is a leader. I think KD played the best when he had at least somebody who was dog enough, more alpha enough to lead the team. Yes, that would be Westbrook. And another one, and I hate to admit it, as much as I don't like him, Draymond Green. When he had at least two alpha type dogs on his team, he was in the finals or go close to the finals. Kevin Durant, since he's left Golden State and OKC, has not touched a finals. So yes, he's not a leader and he needs one. Because obviously he can't do it. Obviously he can't find a way to actually lead this team to win. And it comes with also sacrificing some of the shots so there can be some type of balance on the team. There's no balance on this team at all. You look at the Brooklyn Nets. There was no balance on this team. No leadership on the team. That's why that team failed. It had nothing to do with freaking. Well, it had a little bit something to do with injuries. Can't fight that point. A little bit of injuries, but what happened the second year? The second full year Kevin Durant was on the Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie. James Harden's gone though. When they went against Boston, both of those two tried to shoot into the oblivion, but it didn't work. And you know what makes this even worse for the Phoenix Suns? The reason why they're even terrible than what their offense is saying, they don't play no damn defense. I knew this was going to happen. There's no defensive unit person on this team. Nobody. Not one person on here is a defensive juggernaut on this team. Now, if you look at the Phoenix Suns offense and defense right quick. Let me look at them right quick. What is this? Defensively, the Phoenix Suns are worse than the Milwaukee Bucks. Actually, the Milwaukee Bucks went up as of now. The Phoenix Suns defensive rating, they are 19th in defensive rating, allowing 116, averaging 116.81. That's terrible. Offensively, where are they? They're not good offensively either. They're not top 10 in defense or offense. Now, they're top 20 in offense and defense. They score 117 points, average 117.31 points a game. Let me look at the real quick right here. So, like I said, offensive rating, they're 16th in the league. Defensive rating, they're 18th. I think they're 19th now. I think they dropped. Points per game, 114. That is terrible. They score 114 points a game. They allow 114 points a game. That's absolutely terrible right there. That's absolutely hot garbage right there for them. Yeah, that's real bad. Now, if you look at a team like I'm going to use the Milwaukee Bucks. I might even use the Denver Nuggets. Let me look at the Milwaukee Bucks so far closely right quick before I go to the next and final segment of this. My voice is getting dry. Now, if you look at the Milwaukee Bucks in their last game, let's see here. Now, out of everyone, a exception, this is the last game against the Knicks yesterday. With the exception of Brook Lopez, who only took seven shots, but he was terrible. Everybody else was pretty much who played, because I don't think they really allow Bobby Portis is basically 6 man, but everyone shot at least 10 to 13 shots. The most is going to be your superstars with Giannis and Dame Lillard with 17 and 16. Bobby Portis did shoot 14 shots. Beasley shot 13. Chris Middleton shot 16. Their assists, they had 25 assists. So that right there is a recipe for winning. Now, if you look at the Suns, I forgot to look at one more thing with the Suns. Now, with the Suns, I don't want to bore you guys, so I'm going to try to make this quick. Let's go back to that last Suns game right quick. What was the Suns' assist? How many assists did the Suns put up in a game against the Kings, as an example? So Bucks put up 26 assists. How much assists are the Suns getting a game? At least the last game. 19 assists. Let me see how much they averaging per game, just to make it even better. Let's see here. How many assists are they getting per game? So as a team, the Suns are averaging 16 assists a game. That's 15th in the league. So, I guess that's still not good. I mean, 15 in the league in assists. That's not a recipe for winning, especially with this team. Now, if you look at the Denver Nuggets are a better freaking offensive team than even, let's say, Milwaukee, maybe. I think they are. At least I snap. I don't know. Denver Nuggets are pretty good offensively, as we all know. Defensively, they can still use some work, but Denver in their last game. Let's see here. Trying to do too many things at once. Now I'm looking at the box score for the Nuggets in their last game against the Charlotte Hornets, yesterday. Eric Gordon had 11 shots. Michael Porter Jr. 14 shots. Jokic had 14 shots. Murray 19 shots. That's all the stars. Contavious Caldwell-Pope only shot 3 shots. He was terrible. He was 1 for 3. He only made 1 3. And pretty much probably didn't shoot for the rest of the game. Was pretty much more of a facilitator. Now the bench, exception of, I don't even know who this even is. Julian Strawther had 10 shots. Braun had 7. Reggie Jackson had 9. He was terrible, 1 for 9. The bench was just terrible, with the exception of Braun and Strawther. Watson had 2 shots, and AG had 1. But the stars were pretty much balanced. Assists they had 25 assists to 25 assists. Pretty much the same with the Nets, but the Nuggets, as we all know, are a little bit more of a balanced team than what the Suns are. We've seen this plenty of times. That's why they were so lethal last year, and they run to the finals and winning the finals in total. Now, defensively, they wasn't the best team. They was like 15 to 16 last year in defensive efficiency and rating, but still offensively, they was top 10. They may even top 5 in offense. And they made it gel. You watch the Denver Nuggets, everybody's getting the ball. Everybody's taking shots. It's not one person. Jokic is not taking all the shots. Jokic is a little bit more of a facilitator too. But the Suns can't have Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, both. I mean, both of them just shooting all the shots. That's a recipe for disaster. And that's why they 14-14. Like I said before, adding on to the defense, below the Bucks in defense, that's a recipe for a total disaster. So I rest my case on them. I knew this was going to happen with the Phoenix Suns. I just knew it. We all knew it was going to happen. I didn't take a rocket scientist, but of course the KD fans, they going to say whatever. Denver Nuggets are 5th in offense this year. No. Yeah, they're 5th in offense this year. I don't think that's even right. Let me see right quick. Let's see here. Make sure that's right. Excuse me. That was pace I was looking at. No, that wasn't even pace I was looking at. They play a slow pace. That's another reason why they're lethal too. They play a slow pace. I was looking at SRS. They're 5th in SRS. SRS is let me see here. They got all these little stats. I think it stops. I think that's what that means. If I'm not wrong. They got all these simple rating system. That's what that is. A rating system that takes into account average point differential and strength of schedule. That's what SRS. They're 5th in that. All these analytics. But yeah, they're 28th in pace, but offensively, they're 7th. They improved defensively to 11. Points per game, 115.4. So they got the ball moving. I don't like the Suns, but I rest my case about the Suns. Last but not least, I guess I'll talk about it. Do I want to talk about the Lakers? I don't want to talk about the Lakers. They won. They beat OKC, unlike the Clippers did. I'll talk a little about them. I guess it's going on to 40 minutes, I guess. What am I at now? I'm at 36 minutes. I'll make this real quick, because I don't think I'm making another video today. It's the holidays. I ain't trying to make too many videos. Why is it going to Golden State? I said the Lakers. And Orlando actually broke their losing streak because they beat Indiana last night. OKC. So that score right there, Lakers and OKC. I think the Lakers split the series so far, because I think a month ago, Lakers got ramrodded by the OKC Thunder. Lakers are now 16-14 on the season. Their away record is terrible. OKC is 18-9, still second, I think, in the West. Anthony Davis scored 26 points, 11 for 21. Taurean Prince 10, Vanderbilt 2. Cam Reddish got the start. He had 4, but LeBron James 13 for 20 with 40 points. And that's what happens when you haven't played since, Wednesday. D'Lo came off the bench with 15. Austin Reeves with 11. Hachimura with 21. Jackson Hayes 0 and 6 points. The Lakers shot 50% from 3, 52% from the field. 23 free throws compared to the OKC 19. Another time when the Lakers outshot their opponent. As for OKC, Chet Holmgren had 19. Jalen Williams had 28. SGA with 34. He shot 12 for 21. Lou Dort, 3 for 9, 8 points. There you go, right there. 3 people in double figures for the starters. And who's C. Wallace? Casey Wallace with 5 points. Giddy Petty did not play. I think he got injured, so he wasn't there. I guess that was the difference maker right there. Off the bench for OKC, Kendrick Williams with 11. Isaiah Joe with 7. Dang with 5. And Davis Bertans with 3. They shot 31% from 3, 48% from the field. Like I said, they was outshot from the free throw line. They might have been out rebounded. They had 42 rebounds and 24 assists compared to the Lakers, 44 rebounds and 37 assists. So yeah, that wasn't good. But the Lakers finally snapped that loser streak. Eventually they will. They 16-14. I think they're 9-14 for the actual regular season. So they didn't have, well, I guess they still had to play it, but yeah, they're 9-14 for the regular season so far, not including in-season tournament wins. But yeah, they snapped that losing streak. But we'll see what happens on Monday because they got to play the Boston Celtics, the red hot Boston Celtics, who just kicked their neighbor's ass with the Clippers. And with all that being said, I'm done talking. I know LeBron said something stupid about why players can't be put in the Hall of Fame while they're still playing compared to coaches that are put in the Hall of Fame that are playing. Well, here's the thing. Coaches can coach for a long time. Players cannot play. And I think, you know what? Before I get off, my only thing about that is, though, when it comes to, I think it was always right for, at least for the players, to wait till you retire so you can get in the Hall of Fame. But I don't know. It's just LeBron just trying to change things again. Just wait. LeBron, you're going to be a Hall of Famer. Just wait till you're done. Or you plan on playing till you're 50 or something like that. But LeBron's a certified Hall of Famer. Much as some of my subscribers on here probably won't agree. But he's going to be a Hall of Famer. You're certified. So why are you complaining about when players should get into a Hall of Fame if they're playing or not? Just something else that he keeps trying to change or trying to attempt to change. Just shut up, dude. God. But anyways, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Like the video. It helps boost the channel and the algorithm. And I'll see you guys next time.